Hello, 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 everybody. How are we all doing today? I just realised on my camera you've got a giant dressing gown draped over in the background. It's because the door's open. It's hot in my room. I feel slightly sick from eating too much chocolate. So I'm trying to keep the air flowing in here so you can enjoy the dressing gown behind me. And we used the new theme on the live episode. I actually changed it in the last, 5 minutes. I know. I'm extremely professional, am I not? And who's this man over here reading the Doctor Who magazine? What's going on here? And he's got another one on his bed from the look of it. Is it the same magazine? Oh, no, it's the Outer Wrapper. Oh, hello, Mr. Crispy Pro. How are you doing, sir?
Did you just say Outer Wrapper?
I did. Don't start rapping.
I won't, Troy.
Go on,
I
you can
would
rap. Do
never
you want to
do
rap?
that.
You can rap.
If the soundboard works, which I get the feeling it won't because it's live.
Have you
Everyone,
uploaded
hi.
the... Oh, there it is.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, go. Oh. Oh.
You got silence, no theme. Wait, what?
Huh?
The music didn't play. What, in the intro? You're kidding me.
You're joking.
You're joking. There's no way that didn't play. No, they'll hear that, Crispy. I mean, like...
Music didn't play. Music didn't play. Music
I
didn't
think I know what
play.
I did. I think it wires the audio from that through desktop, and it was still muted, so that all the incredibly offensive things you were saying didn't come through on the mic. So I wonder if I play it again now, folks, will you hear it? Let's play it again. Just because everyone needs their intro to be sated, don't they, Chris? They need to be sated for intro content, right?
Yes,
Let's
of course.
see if you hear it now, folks. Here you go. See if you hear it now, and then we'll be right back. There we go. Okay, you all heard it now from the sounds of it. Sorry. So, OBS did a bit of a funny. So, there you go.
Wow.
Hello, Mr. Crispy Pro. How are you doing, my good friend?
I'm okay, Troy. How are you?
I'm really good, thanks, man. Can you do me a soundboard favour?
Yeah.
Can you get a round of applause playing, please? And chat, I want you all to join in with me, please. Okay, get ready. As soon as you hear it. A round of applause and a huge thank you to Mr. Crispy Pro for getting up earlier for this episode. Because we did not realise, or hadn't kept track of the fact that the clocks have gone forward in the UK this weekend, which means it is now a 6:40 a.m. recording for this man over here. He got up an hour earlier than he normally would have done. So thank you, Mr. Crispy Pro. You are a lovely man.
Okay.
I will kiss you later. But we are here to talk all about two trailers. I can't believe, since the last episode, well, we recorded it before. We had the new trailer, so just before the last episode, we have had two trailers, a whole list of episode titles revealed, and Stephen Moffat returning. It's been one hell of a... well, he was just before. It's been a crazy couple of weeks is the point. But, Crispy, can you just confirm for our viewers right now, before we get into the main recording, that you have not seen the new trailer and also do not know the new episode titles?
I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. In the chat, keep it, don't tell me. Alright? Just don't tell me. Because I don't know
There you go.
anything.
There you go. So, shall I tell you what, chat. Is Crispy loud enough? I'm just conscious that his level seems a bit lower than me. So I can turn him up ever so slightly on my end. Would you like me to do so, folks? Does he seem a little bit quiet in comparison? On my end, it looks like he might be.
Maybe I'm just being quieter.
It could be, but either way, I can boost you to account for it. So I'm just want to check if the folks want me to do that. And we're also going to have an ongoing bit, folks. I'm trying to do an Instagram post right now about my weekend at the Insomnia Gaming Convention. So if you occasionally see me look at my phone, it's because I want to get this up tonight. And if I leave it much later, it won't be worth it. The life of an influencer, man. He sounds okay. He sounds fine. Okay. I'm going to turn him down instead then. There we go. No.
Hey.
I'm joking. I'm joking. So, Crispy, a little bit of a managerial question before we get going. Do you want to record your trailer reaction separate before we start the episode?
No, let's do it in it.
Okay. Ooh, how am I
In
gonna?
it.
So, just purely from an editing standpoint, how's that gonna work? Cut it out in the episode.
No, keep it in. Just have it on mute for you, and then you kind of describe exactly what's going on.
Oh no, but we could get a good YouTube video out of it if we do it before with the audio.
Okay.
You know I'm right, man. You know I'm right.
I thought it could be interesting to reveal it in the actual episode.
Well, let's have it with the
itself,
audio
but-
then. And we could always mute the audio in the episode
Okay.
or something. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
When
I'm
in
trying to
Rome.
find a middle ground. We want views, man. All right, we want views. Allow it.
Yeah, no, we can make a separate video.
Well, what we'll
for
do
it.
before we just get started very quickly, there is the window. I need to get... There's a handy new thing in OBS. Well, it's relatively new. Called Application Audio Capture. It's quite handy. It's quite handy, this thing. And what it does is it pulls the audio directly from a specific window on your computer and nothing else. So, if I do this, and then I just hit play quickly... Yep, it works. Cool. Good to know. May need to turn the volume down a little bit.
Whoa! Spoilers. Is Shooty in this series?
Shooty is in this series. I know.
Oh, for goodness sake! It's been spoiled for me now.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Oh, I can't change the audio setting. Oh, no.
Oh dear.
That's the problem. In the actual video recording, the podcast is going to have the same audio track as your voice. The trailer, sorry, is going to have the same track as your voice.
What if I record in Riverside for like 0.5 of a second?
Oh, and then we can pull your audio out later for the reaction video?
Yep.
That's a good idea. Can you do that, please?
Yep.
Welcome to our technical difficulties. I'm going to start the recording now, just so I've got it all going. Just clicking. Oscar, just say something quick. I just don't want to say your name.
Bingle bungle dingle dangle.
Yeah, we're good.
Yickety
We're
doo.
good. We're good. Okay, cool. So,
Okay.
we'll start our episode naturally and then flow into the trailer, yes?
Yeah.
Then back
Yeah.
to our original scene over here. Here we are. Okay, welcome everyone. He doxed your name. I think everyone knows his name at this point, so don't worry about it.
My real name's Oliver.
It is. Yeah, it's Oliver.
Oliver Twist.
Damn. All right. We'll start. We'll do. You know what today's intro can be? It can be an extra bit of news that just broke today. That I'm going to surprise you with if you haven't. Well, you haven't logged onto Twitter, so you won't know. So
I don't know anything.
here we go. No,
don't
well,
know
we know
anything.
that, but I meant about the news for Doctor Who.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I love you, buddy. I'm
Quite.
joking. I'm joking. But welcome everybody. Welcome everyone. Here we go. Let's go. I don't know who's doing the intro, by the way, for the main episode. Do we know who's doing that?
Someone in the chat, find out, please.
I think it might
if
be.
You just go.
Yeah, can someone just quickly go on Spotify and just check who did the intro for the last episode, please, to save us the hassle. We're going to put you lot to work this time. Please, somebody go do it. Thank you very much. Okay, here's our intro gag, Crispy. Here we go. So, Crispy, this episode is going to be full of news. There's going to be so much to talk about. But since we've gone on call in the last couple of hours, there's been even more Doctor Who news. Do you want to hear it?
What's happened?
Tell
me what's
very
happened.
sad news, Crispy, but I know how much of a big
Oh.
Fortnite gamer you are and how much you enjoy playing the Fortnite. It has been confirmed
Yeah.
by an official Fortnite Leaks account that all the Doctor Who collaboration stuff was actually fake. It was fabricated by a known troll in the Fortnite community. So there is no Beat the Meep spray. Mr. TARDIS is gutted. He put it on a shirt, but I'm sorry, folks. The Fortnite crossover is not real. And Crispy was so disappointed. I keep saying his first name. It could be in the intro. I've doxed him now. But Crispy is so disappointed. Look at him. He's so disappointed now because he can't get his Beep the Meep spray in game. He can't do his Doctor Who emotes. He's really sad. I can't believe it. It's just a heartbreaking moment. Are you okay, Crispy? Fortnite. No, he's devolved into a 12-year-old like I did at Insomnia this weekend.
Fortnite.
I actually did that exact voice several times while walking past the Fortnite section, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable about that, I can't lie. But yeah, so expect more news like that in episode 102. Roll the intro! There you go. And has anyone managed to say who did the intro in the meantime? Nobody has said it yet. Why'd you keep calling him Oscar? Yeah, I called you Oscar again when you went off screen. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. To be fair, yesterday, I was so exhausted after the con that I was saying to Crispy, I had my friend Laura come along with me on the Saturday to take some photos and stuff. We got a cosplay shoot and everything. At one point, I called her Lauren Baxton. Don't know how it happened, but like she looked at me and went, "What?" I went, "My brain's just not working. Maybe I'm still feeling the leftovers of that."
That's all right. I once called Sophie Aldred Janet, so whatever.
And she went, well, she's very disappointed. She's very
She went,
disappointed. And nobody's found out who did the intro, Crispy. I thought someone would have done it by this point. I'm very
I
upset.
can do it.
I'll do it. Well, do you want to do it? Who's doing it?
Oh, I don't want to go on the internet. I'm not looking.
Yeah, don't. I'll do it. Oh, there you go. Connor McRae is confirmed. Oh, you sexy boy, Connor. You did the intro, so it is my turn. All right, cool.
Okay.
And to very quickly answer Bleeding Edge Studios' question, I have watched The Walking Dead. Crispy, have you watched The Walking Dead?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. But I have to say I haven't watched any of the new Walking Dead shows because none of them showed in the UK, and I'm very disappointed. I have unfollowed The
All
Walking
of
Dead.
them are showed here.
Oh, well, thanks for that. I've had to unfollow The Walking Dead everywhere because I don't want to know how the
everywhere.
Rick show ends. I got spoilers on the other shows, and I don't want that for the Rick show. So, I want to see this.
His wife Diane comes back in dream form, and his son Morty is like,
oh no, don't make a Rick. All right, no, shut up. No Rick and Morty references allowed. That program sucks. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's pretty good last season. Anyway,
don't care. I didn't ask. Okay, so let's get into the video.
Me asking about The Walking Dead.
This podcast is gonna be The Walking Dead in a minute if you don't let me do the intro, mate. Let me tell you.
All right, sorry, you go. I won't distract you.
All right, no, seriously, let's do this. Here we go.
You.
Can I? Are we good? We ready?
Yeah, you could do what you want.
He's gonna talk over me. I can just see it coming. He's gonna talk.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. My name is Troy. His name is. What is this, man?
Sorry, you go. You go.
All right. I hate you. I hate you so much. You woke him up at 7:15 in the morning. You earned this, mate. Hey, listen, Crispy volunteered. I offered to him to record at the normal time and just not do it live because it would have been too late in the UK, and he said no, we'll do it live. So actually,
we'll do it live.
It was his choice. So don't be coming here and blaming me. Don't you come to my door and start blaming me, okay? Right. Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. My name is Troy, his name is Crispy, and we're the hotline that accepts your calls all across time and space. And today is an absolute banger of an episode, as Crispy would say. It's an absolute banger.
Yeah.
Say it.
It is an absolute banger.
You could have said it with a little bit more enthusiasm, man. I know it's like not even 7 a.m. for you, but come on, man, bring the energy.
You want the energy, you said.
I want the energy.
Right,
don't start playing soundboard stuff again. Oh my gosh. He's like a kid
gentlemen.
that found the Smartie stash in the cupboard. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, you wanted some energy. We need to hype ourselves up. We got some news to talk about today. We got 2 trailers. We got title reveals. And Stephen Moffat returns. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I'm ready.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, well, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the March News Roundup for 2024 on Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast.
My goodness.
We were literally just moaning about how bad February and January were for news, and then Russell went, "Do you know what? Just for you two, we're gonna really rack out the promotion. We've had 2 trailers barely a week apart. Is this the same show that we know and love, Crispy?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But Mr. Crispy here has not seen the new trailer, and he doesn't know the new episodes. And he doesn't know that he knows that Stephen Moffat's back. He does know that bit.
I do.
He does know that bit. But we have been confirmed that, by the way, he is writing episode 3. I'll give you that much of a tease. The predictions were indeed correct. But
interesting.
Yeah. So we're going to dive into that. And in this episode, I don't know how this is going to work in the audio version, folks, or the video version. Really, the video version, we found it's on YouTube. I'm going crazy. We're live right now, but my brain isn't working. On the audio version, what we're going to be doing is there's going to be a section very shortly where Crispy's going to watch the trailer live. On audio versions, I am going to cut out the sound of the trailer because copyright. I don't want us getting flamed by the BBC. But I will make it clear when I hit play, and then you can sync it up if you want to listen to his reaction alongside, or just watch it on YouTube. It's easier if you want. I'll leave it to you to decide. But Crispy has got a reaction to do. You know, we're getting him out. He's like Dance Monkey. Get him to do the YouTube content for us. You know, give us some views.
It's been a while.
Put his face in the thumbnail, and we'll get 20,000 views.
Since I've done a trailer reaction.
It's the man who watched old Doctor Who. Twice.
Twice,
Twice upon a time, mate.
Oh, okay.
Are you excited, Mr.
All right.
Crispy?
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. In the first frame of the thumbnail, I can see Shooty looking directly at the camera. So I'm wondering if this is like a talking headpiece the whole time. But we will see.
We will see. So I presume you have your own local copy synced up with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so is this on the?
I got my own home slice here.
Is this on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel, as Peter Capaldi once said?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, go, and on go we'll both click play and we'll watch the trailer live together.
Oh,
for the
how
YouTube
exciting.
listeners, and for audio you can then sync it up if you wish. And then we can get right into it. We can talk all about the trailer. Then I can reveal the titles to you. and we'll have a nice old chat. And then we'll take some callers from our patrons, which I should always say, if you want to get your calls in every month during the new special of the podcast, which we do live, www.patreon.com/Who's There DW. Select the appropriate tier that features monthly call-ins, and you can feature. But as of this month, it's the usual four that you used to of put in calls once again for this episode, and we'll dot them throughout the recording. Crispy, you ready to get going?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
You ready for this?
I am ready for this. Oh, lots of new stuff.
Give me the loving! Now, stay back. We are going to walk through time.
Whoa.
Oh, this is so Bridgerton.
This is Ruby.
You are
Another Bridgerton
wild,
reference?
brave, and rude. No, you made it worse.
Where shall we go? Anywhere.
It's you.
Space baby! Oh, is it the universe, man?
Space baby.
London.
Is it safe?
Listen to me. This is what we're trying to stop. All of life extinct.
Oh, here we go.
We'll
Give me
keep
the
us
emotional beats.
safe. I will keep us safe.
No, you won't. You just won't.
We've got work to do. There's a storm coming in.
You called.
Honey, I'm a much bigger bang than you bargained for. I will shatter this silly little battlefield into dust. In a heartbeat. Into dust. Some
Oh,
people don't have a
shooty.
home,
Oh my goodness.
but I have freedom. Catching monsters, getting into scripts. So I keep moving on. To see the next thing. And the next, and the next. Have you ever felt so alive? And that's just the beginning.
Oh, wow.
There you go. There is
Oh,
the
wow.
season 1 trailer number 2.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Crispy.
I can't believe that.
Are you enjoying what you see there?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as the first trailer, but it looks like there will be some scene much akin to the Before the Flood, where like Peter Capaldi's talking to the camera type thing.
You ready
Yeah,
for
look at him. Look
'Cause
at him
I-
addressing everyone. Look at him there.
I thought that was going to be just for the trailer, but it looks like there will be some. I get the feeling that episode 1 will start and end with Shooty talking to the camera directly, almost being like, "Hey, we know we're with Disney now, and there's going to be a lot of new viewers coming on. Let's guide them through this."
Ooh, will he be floating in space in any of it, or will it just all be in the TARDIS?
I don't think it will be a Disney thing where they go afterwards be like,
Once upon a time,
maybe
Lord.
we could get David on a green screen. I think this time they were like, okay, no, we'll get at the actual start of the episode. That's my guess. And there was so many rumors for ages about babies in space, but I was like, I don't know if I believe that.
Was there?
I don't know if I believe that. Yeah, I reckon for the last 6-7 months, I saw something. They were like, episode 1's gonna have all these kids in space, and I was like, I don't know if I believe that.
So
But apparently that's
you
true
heard
as well.
that season 1, episode 1 was gonna be full of space babies. That's what you're telling
Yes,
me.
I heard that.
I had
yeah.
not heard that.
Yeah, well, I thought that the episode titles were going to get released in this trailer too. Where's that?
Well,
Tell me-
this is
tell
why
me more.
so what they did, for people who are a little bit behind on how they announced this, every half an hour this afternoon they dropped title after title after title. And I did think, my biggest theory, and I'm sure you probably agreed, was that they'd do something like the 60th, whether it was like only a couple of
Yeah.
new shots and slap the titles in as you're going along, maybe a new shot per episode. No, they released all the
New
titles
shot.
and then just dropped an entirely new trailer with no reference to the titles, which, by the way, I saw not an hour ago on BBC One on the main terrestrial TV. I was like, here it is. And it was in full as well. I was like, ooh, this is pretty cool.
Oh,
So-
that's awesome.
And my mum noticed it, and she was like, this is Doctor Who on the main TV. And I went, what? She went, well, they're really pushing this. I was like, damn right. That's what we love to see.
Damn right.
That's what we love to see.
Damn straight.
So, Crispy, you've got two options here. Either we can do a full trailer breakdown, give your overall thoughts, and go through in detail, or I can add in the context of the episode titles, and then we can go into a full chat about everything.
Let's do that.
You want the
What's
episode
to that?
titles?
Yeah, I want to know. I was gonna look this morning.
All right. Well, do you know what? Let's leave Shooty's face on the screen for a bit longer. You know, I'm feeling cheeky.
Can you get rid of the little thing that's popped up on my screen?
What little thing? Oh, I can. Yes. Oh, it says recording is uploaded.
Thank you.
It's gone. There you go. There you go. I know you get insecure when things are blocking your camera. Your face has got to be there in full. I understand.
Yeah, it's the money shot.
Exactly. Too right it is. That's the one that gets all the views, man. Come on. You're the Doctor Who YouTuber. All right. Here we go. Every tweet has got the title of the episode, the writer, and the director. So we will go in that order. Actually, no. We'll say the title until the end. I'm going to mix it up. So, here we go. Season 1, Episode 1 is written by Russell T Davies and directed by Julie Ann Robinson. And it is called Space Babies.
It is called Space Babies. Oh my gosh. He's a madman, that Russell T Davies. We're like, all right, we're gonna get everyone on board for Doctor Who. What are we gonna call the first episode? You know, the 15th hour? No. The pilot? No. Space Babies.
There you go.
That's what we're going with.
Space
That's
Babies.
what we're going with.
And what do you think
What
of
a
that,
madman.
Crispy? Let's get Crispy's thoughts for each title.
Okay. Not my fave title, but you know what? It's intriguing. It's quirky. It's weird, and I feel like that's what's needed for Doctor Who going forward. So it's not what I would have done, but I don't think it's too out of left field.
Fair enough. Okay. Season 1, Episode 2. Written by Russ T Davies, directed by Ben Chessel, and it is titled The Devil's Cord.
It is called The Devil's Cord.
Which
I think that's the only one that we knew. But very good. There were some shots in that trailer from that episode, and I'm intrigued.
Love seeing them walk along Abbey Road. I hope they do that. Very glad they have. And Jinx Monsoon, first proper confirmation that she will be full American accent, because I wasn't sure. Because there was the video for Happy Birthday Doctor Who, when she sang that, she's like, Happy Birthday Doctor Who, and it's full American, and I was like, she gonna be doing that in the episode? Yep. So, the bad guy is an American. Oh, in our silly little British TV show. Can't believe... No, actually, I'm quite excited. Jinx looks amazing. I'm really keen for that.
Jinx looks great.
Okay. Season 1, Episode 3. As I confirmed to you moments ago, written by Stephen Moffat and directed by Julie Ann Robinson. It is simply titled Boom.
Ooh. I'm intrigued.
And there are, by the way, for context, there are little graphics on each of these, and you can just see on my phone here, Boom.
Oh,
Just
cool.
Explosion.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Gosh.
Just says Boom. And in trying to show you that, I have now accidentally come off their Twitter page. Give me a moment while I get back on there. Bit of suspense for you. Any thoughts on Boom?
Well, I'm just really excited for some more Moffat content after 7 years or so. So I think it'll be a pretty grounded story, almost as if he's grounded on a landmine.
Intriguing.
That's my guess.
Intriguing.
That's my guess.
Next up, Season 1, Episode 4, written by Russ T Davies and directed by Dylan Holmes Williams. It is titled 73 Yards.
Oh.
And there's a picture of what looks like the
weird.
sign for an inn that is titled The 73 Yards, and it's in the snow. So maybe some of the shots in the first trailer where Kate Stewart was saying things are getting supernatural might tie into that.
Wait, is like an inn a hotel?
Yeah, like a bar or a tavern or something, like one of those little signs that flap in the breeze.
I just finished reading The Writer's Tale.
Oh,
and in that,
he has to mention it every week.
No,
no,
in that, Russell T Davies had this idea for a story set at a hotel, different to the God Complex. But it was, I can't remember. Anyway, he really wanted to do this hotel idea, and it had an old lady as a companion, but then it eventually turned into Planet of the Dead. But it all started off with the idea of a story set in a hotel with an old lady and alien shenanigans, and he really wanted to do it. He had like such a strong idea for this episode, but that never came to be. So maybe when he's like, I'm back, he's like, I'm going to finally do this damn thing.
That could be very true.
But we'll see.
Next up, Season 1, Episode 5, directed by Russ T Davies. Written by Russ T Davies, sorry. Written by him. Sorry.
Has he written 5 episodes?
So far, out of these 5 episodes, he's written 4 of them.
Oh my gosh.
So, Season 1, Episode 5, written by Russ T Davies and directed once again by Dylan Holmes Williams. It is called Dot and Bubble.
Dot and Bubble?
Hmm.
That gives me nothing. I literally have zero idea
Well, it
as
looks...
to what episode that is.
Again, let's bring up the little video on my camera, Crispy. You can't quite make it out. It looks little bit like the Wii menu screen, the Nintendo Wii. Like there's some Me drawings on there. I don't know if it's something to do with games or maybe a
Dot
chat
and
room,
Bubble.
possibly. Something to do with,
Okay.
No, don't click on the Wi-Fi.
Dot and Bubble. Yeah, okay. It'll be, yeah.
Oh,
Is that
someone,
like
the people in the chat saying it
you're
is the
waiting
Wii
for
menu.
a text.
So
Oh.
maybe it is the Nintendo Wii. Who knows? It's a bit of a rogue one. Speaking of which, Season 1, Episode 6, written by, of Loki fame, Kate Herron, as well as Bryony Redman, and directed by Ben Chessel. Season 1, Episode 6 is simply titled Rogue.
Oh my gosh.
But
this
the,
is exciting.
But the art, just before you give your comments, Crispy, to give you a bit of a tease, it's an old formal invitation that says Rogue on it, and it says, invited by the Duchess of Pemberton. And we know the Duchess is a villain played by Indira Varma in this season, so sounds like she'll rear her head. I won't say ugly head because she's lovely. She'll rear her head in this episode. What do you think of Rogue, Crispy?
Wow. I'm excited for that one. It will probably be a breath of fresh air amongst all of Russell's episodes. I'm shocked how many he's writing. I can't believe that.
That's the problem with it there only being 8 episodes. If he's writing like as many as he did for previous seasons, he's pretty much got the whole control of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, this is with my personal opinion, folks. This might be my favorite episode title of the season. I like both of the final titles, but this might be my favorite one. Written by Russ T Davies and directed by Jamie Donahue. Episode 7 of Season 1 is titled The Legend of Ruby Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And the art for this one is the title on a few screens and a camera pointing at them glitching. Perhaps going back to Long Lost Family, answers about parents, who knows?
Yeah. 2-part finale. I'm smelling it. I'm smelling it.
Well, you'll be very happy to know then that episode 8, written by Russ T Davies and directed again by Jamie Donahue, and Russ did confirm there would be a 2-parter at some point in the past, so same director, same writer, it holds up. But Season 1's final episode is titled Empire of Death.
Wow.
And
I
it's
like that.
a TARDIS where police public call box, you can't see it on my phone, damn, but police public call box has been replaced by Empire of Death on the little art for it.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow, I'm so excited now.
Would you like me to speed you through them all once more?
Yeah.
Okay, here are the
let's have it.
titles in order. Space Babies, The Devil's Cord, Boom, 73 Yards, Dot and
I
Bubble,
wasn't trying to do that.
Rogue, The Legend of Ruby Sunday, and Empire of Death. They are your 8 episode titles for Doctor Who Season 1.
Wow. Wow.
Let's go back to full screen so we can get Crispy's face in higher definition.
I'm really impressed with that, actually.
So
Some
am
people
I.
in the chat are saying that Dot and Bubble is like this season's Wild Blue Yonder. Do we know nothing about Dot and Bubble? Because I don't know what that is.
Funny enough, I've tried not to associate footage from trailers to episodes as best I can. The only times I have there's 2 episodes I really have. Well, technically 3. One has been a few of the first episode shots because they're in the same outfits and there are like some of like Ruby's expressions and things like the dinosaur stepping on a butterfly feel very much like First Trip. But the Devil's Cord and Rogue are the 2 where I'm like, it's the most obvious where the footage is coming from, because Devil's Cord is like, the 60s outfit, the Beatles stuff, and then Rogue, all the period stuff. Beyond that, I've been very conscious, I don't know about anyone else in the chat, but I've tried my best to not over associate it. Because I'm kind of keen to just see things pop up and be like, oh, it's that shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that too, because I enjoy the going into it not knowing too much. And, I'm not necessarily reporting all the news on Crispy Pro anymore like I usually would. So I feel like I have a real chance to go in somewhat fresh, even though I knew Space Babies was a thing.
I had no idea. Unironically, had no idea that was a thing. So
it's Space Babies.
That's why I did like a little bit. You'll listen back to this podcast and you'll hear me say, so you're saying that Season 1, Episode 1 is just Space Babies, and that was the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was being clever there. It's a rare moment, but it does happen every now and again. The Beast Boss in our chat is saying that someone met Russell and said the Dot and Bubble was very much like Wild Blue Yonder. So who knows? Speaking of, should we take our first caller, Crispy?
Oh yeah.
Let's have a nice little interval. These probably aren't about the titles because they only just came out a couple of hours ago. But let's have our first of 4 Patreon callers for this episode.
Who would you like?
You know what?
first,
I just
sir?
mentioned Beast Boss. Let's have him.
All right. Hello, Beast Boss. How you doing, mate? I hope it loads.
Hello,
Probably
peoples.
won't.
Hold on to your hill, mill, and many, many photos of Tilly Still, because it's Beast Boss time. Seeing as the Beast Boss's Simp Club now has its own theme song, I consider it a good time to ask you both this. If you could choose any song to be your own personal theme song, what would it be? Yep, we're making it out of Pumpkin Hill with this one. So while Troy boulders on my gate till I free, and Crispy Man, does whatever a crispy can, I'll be saying
Wow.
what I normally do at the end of these things. I'm reporting you to the council.
Beast Boss, you are one of a kind.
He really is one of a kind. I don't know if that's
you
a good
are
or a bad
certainly
thing.
one of a kind.
I'm indifferent.
Mm.
Troy boulders on my gate till I 3. What the hell,
Troy
man?
boulders on my gate.
Oh, don't get me started because I'll mention about meeting Shadowheart at Insomnia this week. I'll mention
Yeah.
it. It's right here. I got
Troy
a
went
Polaroid
to
on
a
my desk. It's going in my
convention.
bullet journal later. It's right there. Don't start opening the door because it won't get shut. That is, I have to admit though, that is one of the coolest questions that we've ever been asked on this podcast. It's not Doctor Who themed, so yeah, but like that's a really good question. You could pick
theme
one
song.
song to be your theme song. That's ooh. I actually really
What if
don't
it
know
were-
this. What would you say, Chris?
I've got it. Mine.
Did you mean to press that?
Nah,
That's the
not
second
mine.
time this episode you've accidentally started music.
This one's my. This is my my theme tune.
Oh no, please
I
tell me.
think.
Oh no.
Powered by Riverside.
There you go. Oh, Powered by Riverside. Is that because
That's
you
my
are
theme
powered by
tune.
Riverside?
Yes. Well, this podcast. If this podcast had a theme tune, no, it does. It's by the wonderful Sammy Tune.
It is. It is. It is.
Oh gosh, that's a really, really tough question. I don't know. I want something epic. What's the song at the end of Shrek 2 that the fairy godmother sings?
Oh, I need a hero. Holding out for a hero.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
So, are you the
That's my
person
one.
holding out for the hero, or are you the hero that they're holding out for?
It depends on the day. The song can apply to many a thing. Sometimes I
Oh.
am the hero. Sometimes I need some saving.
Wow,
You know.
that's inspirational.
Thank you.
I was really
What's
hoping by
yours,
this
Troy?
point I would have an answer, and I'm really struggling. I don't know. This is such a tough question. I'm really struggling. Like, one song to sum you up. I mean, for this podcast, it probably have to be a Pale Waves one. So I'm trying to think of a Pale Waves one to like. ram it home.
I've got a whole album that could be
Oh, go
for
on.
you. It's called Red by
Very
Taylor
funny.
Swift.
Very funny.
Because Red-
Actually,
Red
there is a
Red
song by
Arts
Pale
Alive.
Waves called Red. So there we go. I'll say that.
Oh,
I'll say that.
well, there we go.
Boom. There you
That'll
go.
do.
There you go.
Boom.
Cool.
Stephen
Sorted.
Moffat. Boom.
I just clapped and both of my shoulders cracked. The right one particularly violently. I have no idea if that came through on the mic, but I just suddenly aged 25 years on the spot.
Oh
So,
my
in other
gosh.
words, Crispy, if you want to help with my funeral arrangements, I'd really appreciate it. Look up some plane
All
tickets
right.
so you can get over here and book the arrangements. Cheers.
No, I don't need any more. I booked some plane tickets last night.
Ooh, where to?
Would you
Where you going?
believe?
Where you going?
Maybe I can't tell you. Maybe
He actually
it's a
hasn't told me, by
secret.
the way. This isn't a bit. I didn't know he bought
Maybe
plane
it's
tickets.
a secret. Maybe it's for my birthday.
Hang on, is it
No
for the
one
thing
ever
you're
know.
doing soon that we were talking about before the episode?
No.
No, I was going to say,
No, I
that's
don't
not
need-
plane
I don't-
worthy.
I don't need to. I don't need to fly for that. It is
Okay.
plane worthy, but I don't need to fly for that.
It's amazing video worthy. He's cooking, but it's not
Yeah,
plane
I'm
worthy.
cooking. That's going to be a big reveal
All right,
later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
yeah.
Thank you, Beast Boss, for your lovely call-in.
Yeah, thank you. Great question.
So back to
Fantastic
business,
question.
Crispy. Big question for you, because you're our surrogate. You're the audience's surrogate for this episode. You hadn't heard any of the news, so you're the voice of the people here. Which of those episodes is your personal favourite title-wise? Would you like me to read through them again to remind you, or can you remember them all?
No, I think I know my answer.
Oh, okay. And it is?
Well, I think the best titles, probably as you say, are The Legend of the Sea Devil, Ruby Sunday, and the last one, The Empire of Death. I think
Yeah.
that goes really hard. That is like wow, well played. But the one I'm most intrigued by is Dot and Bubble, and maybe that's because I grew up with the Nintendo Wii and have a lot of nostalgia for that. Maybe it's because that was a genuine surprise today. Like a lot of the stuff we heard today, there were some surprises, but I think I was like, oh, I got no idea. I've got nothing. I've got no notes, which is good. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm shocked that there aren't any more guest writers, and we kind of had all the guest writers announced to us before today. I would have thought that maybe we would have had another new writer, or maybe we would have had, like, I don't know, an old favorite like Mark Gatiss or someone come back. I'm not sure, but that's just my 2 cents. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's tough because again, if we look at like a standard Rusty Davies series, he's probably writing about as many episodes as he did before. And he's because the man has probably been sat on so many ideas for so long that he wants to get some of these into a season because he knows it'll make for a good overarching plot. There are arguments to be made that there aren't enough new talent being brought on, and I would agree with that. I don't think there is enough, but I'm also of a mind where I'm like, I'm glad to have a lot of Rusty Davies pen scripts in an overall season that, you know, will flow really well. This is not against Chibnall. Everyone knows how much I like Chris Chibnall and I like his stuff. Whether I think it's not quite as good as Russell's is irrelevant. I still like what he did. But I'm really keen to see another Russell season and see him write things out. I think the thing that makes it more upsetting is that out of the 2 people that aren't him writing an episode, one is someone else who's had more than enough time with Doctor Who. But again, on the other side of the coin, I literally tweeted this earlier, I am so excited to be saying in like just over a month's time, we're going to have a Stephen Moffat penned episode in Doctor Who again. That's extremely exciting for me. So
that's crazy.
It's a really tough one because it's very much in the middle of like, I get it and I'm upset and I'm also not too bothered because I can get both sides. I don't really know what side to sit on. But I am really excited that the one that has got a new writer is Kate Herron because I really loved her work with Loki Season 1 and I'm keen to see her write for Doctor Who. Because she directed it. I don't think she wrote any of Loki Season 1. I'm going to do a quick little Google to double check.
I'm pretty sure she was a director.
She definitely was she was the lead director. Like, she was kind of like the overarching director of Season 1. But I don't know if she wrote for Loki. Let's have a very quick look. Oh, shit. In August 2019, it was announced she would be directing and executive producing the first season of Disney Plus series Loki. So, there you go. It's also was announced. I didn't realize. I think I remember hearing this now. Yeah, in January 2024, it was also announced Kate Herron would be a director on the 2nd season of The Last of Us. And and she's also involved with the film on the Sims video game franchise, which she will co-write with Bryony Redman, who co-wrote Rogue with her for Doctor Who.
Whoa.
There's some overlapping things here. And did you hear about the Sims movie, by the way? Because that's being done by Margot Robbie's production company.
Being produced by Margot. Yeah. Of course, I'm all over that.
This is my brain. Wow. Woof.
That's some good research. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Work on the fly there.
Speed typing, baby.
Yes. Okay. So you've absolutely nailed it on the head there. I think that this will probably be the most consistent series of Doctor Who we've had in a while. In terms of linear, I mean, well, in saying that, we did have Flux, which was one linear story. So apart from that, this will be more episodic than that, I imagine, but we'll have that classic RTD tease where something is going through. It will most likely be around Ruby's mum finding out that identity, and then we've got there'll probably be some other storyline happening. Whoever this Empire of Death is, maybe it's the TARDIS as teased in that image. Maybe the TARDIS is an Empire of Death because of all the companions who have died over the years. Maybe the Doctor is the Empire of Death. We don't know.
We don't.
Yet.
Do you want to feel old?
We will. Yeah, I do. I was feeling old like a couple of days ago.
Well, I was feeling old about 10 minutes ago.
How old I'm going to be.
Cracked my shoulder, so we're both old men. But
yeah.
Season 1 will have the first 2-part story in Doctor Who for approximately 52 months.
Oh my gosh. When was the last 2-parter?
It was March
Timeless
2020
Children?
with Ascension of the Cybermen and the Timeless Children. Because it'll be around about July when we get the 2-part finale. It might be late June, actually. So maybe just under 54 months, but it'll be 4 years and 4 months-ish since the Timeless Child. So, yeah.
4 years since then.
Isn't that insane to think that it's been that long? I can't believe it's been that long.
Gosh, if only there was like a big event that would happen in March 2020 that I could remember that time more.
No, Sarah Glover in the chat saying it's Wilf. I wouldn't count Wild Blue Yonder and The Giggle. Like my rule for 2-parters is if it's a story that like actually connects between the 2 episodes, like there's a plot that leads into the next one. And that's why I always think Rusty Davies saying that Series 3 didn't have a 3-parter. The mass is in all 3 episodes. like the whole way. It's just not revealed until the end of the first one he's there, so he can say it as much as he wants. I don't care. But sorry, Russell, you would not be delighted to hear that one. But yeah, like an actual consistent two-parter where the plot connects across the 2 episodes. Apparently the chat is having a different conversation to me. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to get involved with my live chat for our live stream. I'm so sorry, folks. Good grief. Blimey. Okay.
Crikey.
Well, we've had your favourite title, Crispy. It might be a bit downer to say this, but I'm just intrigued. Do you have a least favourite title out of them? One that makes you go, it's alright, I guess?
Probably Space Babies.
Yeah, it's a weird title, isn't it?
It's true. Can you imagine if we started off the series with a story called The Empire of Death? I feel like people are going to click on that more. Maybe not. Maybe the Space Babies title is so ridiculous and so outlandish. But I don't know. Do you agree with Space Babies being your least favourite?
I'm not sure. Space Babies is a bit of a goofy one, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. For a first episode name, it is a bit strange, but I'm going to be a bit of a Rogue person here. I'm not going to pick Rogue. Rogue is like there, but Boom is a bit, I don't know. Maybe it's because we already have an episode called Boom Town, and I'm a bit like, it's a bit too familiar, but it just feels a bit too simple, especially for Stephen Moffat, the man who is the least simple writer in Doctor Who's existence. I don't know.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, he's had The Big Bang. He's had...
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's one-word titles. I think unless the one word really like makes you go, wow. Like, listen. Like, ooh, listen to what? Blink, yeah. Boom and Rogue, both of them are a bit... Like, I'd probably put those both at the bottom, but I don't dislike either, if that makes sense. So, it's my usual cop-out of I love everything, but I do like them all, but they'd be at the bottom, I think, personally.
I can almost guarantee you it will be my favourite episode of the series.
Boom.
Purely because I've got that Moffat bias, and I'm built that way. But I feel like...
He's insufferable.
If a man of Stephen Moffat's caliber has been sitting on an idea for 7 years and he finally gets the call to say, hey, you want to come back for another go, I think we've all said it before, like Moffat's stories during Russell T Davis's first run are absolute classics. They are classics that have been remembered and will be remembered for generations. And so maybe I'm far too optimistic that Moffat can repeat his success once again. But I'm excited to see some more Doctor Who from the man. But I'm happy to be surprised from Russell. I think Russell will be unbelievably consistent this series. Because much like Moffat, Russell's been sitting on ideas for much longer. For the past 14 years. So I'm just very excited. I'm excited for some new Doctor Who. I'm excited for some familiar faces. Should there be more new faces? Probably.
Absolutely,
but you know what? If the stories are good, it won't matter. Maybe we can spice things up a bit in season 2. But I'm just keen.
Watch season 2 have like 7 episodes written by Rusty Davies and then the other one written by Moffat.
Yeah, the other one's Chibnall.
Oh
yeah.
My god, imagine. That would be...
Did you see?
I'd love to see a season with all...
Post?
Oh, actually, wait, hang on. Wait, Chibnall's post?
No. Russell's post where he was talking about when Moffat returned.
No?
And he said as soon as he got the job, he made 2 phone calls. One was to Moffat and the other one was to Chibnall. And Moffat said yes and Chibnall ran away.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Chibnall said thanks, but no thanks.
I'm guessing...
Apparently he was offered.
I'm guessing Chibnall probably just said it was a bit too soon. But...
Oh yeah, I think there might be a chance in the future. Hey, if Chibnall wants to do more Who work for the spin-offs, which I think he very well could, I think there's a chance there that he's writing your 14th Doctor spin-off show.
I'm telling you, it's happening, man. I cannot wait to preview.
It's just
prove you wrong. I can't wait. Like I'm
so excited for the battle between land and sea.
I can't. Watch that end up happening as well. I hope that one doesn't. I really do. But I'm telling you now, 14th Doctor spin-off is happening.
It's not.
It is.
Everyone
it's
in the
cute.
chat. Hey, everyone in the chat. Let us know.
Listen, man, society is often reshaped by the views of the minority and not the majority. The majority rules, but sometimes it only takes one to facilitate change. So I don't care what you all say in your little live chat. We're having your own little conversations. It's happening.
Let's take a call from Grace. How are you,
What's Grace got to say
today? Grace,
hi Troy, hi Crispy. That's all right. called I Asked How Y'all Were Doing. So I'm going to instead flip it around. And here's an update on me.
Don't care.
I'm going to be teaching middle grade history starting in about 9 days from the time you're hearing this.
Oh, wow.
As well as my usual French class that I always have been teaching since I started working at the school I work at. Very excited. A little bit nervous, which is my favorite mix of emotions when I teach. So my question's actually related because the class I'm teaching is specifically about like the exploration of places like Africa and North and South America. So I was wondering if you folks would have some thoughts around an episode where Shooty's doctor gets to explore medieval Africa, and how would you see aliens and time travel fitting into it? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, good luck for your class,
first-
Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best luck. Yeah. Yeah, excited and nervous is a really, really good range.
And
of
one I
emotions
relate to
have.
intensely from my teaching experience. So yeah, I can
Yes,
fully
gosh.
sympathize with that.
But look, I'm all for exploring real history in Doctor Who, no matter where the location is. And Africa is just gorgeous, and Doctor Who films there all the time, and pretend it's Australia, but it's not. But yeah, I think Africa is gorgeous. I went there as a very, very young man, and
Yeah, it's my favorite Toto song.
Yes, and it's a great song.
Sorry,
Have I told you my Africa story, Troy?
No, was it going to take a lot to drag me away from you?
Oh my goodness. So I think it might be one of my earliest memories. I was about 3 or 4 years old, and I remember sleeping out in the like living room area, and that night we had a barbecue and left like a sausage or something on the barbecue without realizing it.
Hello,
And
sailor.
I remember seeing a hyena come and grab it off the barbecue.
Was
at
it laughing
nighttime.
while it did it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, if it didn't laugh, what was the point, man?
Yeah. It's crazy. It was absolutely
So a hyena
crazy.
grabbed your sausage.
Hyena grabbed my sausage.
Damn. I wish I had such an exciting story.
Your thoughts, Troy?
If I have any thoughts on that, we're going to get age rated. I don't like the idea of that.
No.
You know what, folks? The lesson to learn from that is don't let a hyena grab your sausage.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much, Grace, for offering that insight to prompt that. But yeah, I'd love to see. I mean, the medieval era has always been something that I've been really intrigued by, but I've never thought of medieval Africa. That's an interesting thing, of which I have very little knowledge. And
Yeah, I don't
so
know what, but
I'd be keen.
that's the good thing about Doctor Who is that we could learn something about real life. I would love to
Absolutely.
watch an episode and then be like, "Oh, that was crazy," and then do some research after and be like, "Oh my gosh, that was true."
Yeah, it'd be really good.
I'm all for that. I'm
So
all
am
for
I.
that.
Well said, Crispy. You know what? That's well said. That's really well said. I'm currently just editing an Instagram post, by the way, so it looks like I'm not listening to you, but I'm literally just messing around with sliders on a photo, so you do have my full attention, just making that aware. I told the chat earlier there was going to be a bit where I'm doing an Instagram post for the Insomnia Con I was at, so I've just done all my photo editing. Aren't I cool, Crispy? Multitasker.
Oh my gosh, Troy's commitment to this podcast is unmatched.
Listen, man,
It's unmatched.
I created it. It's my child, so I'm allowed to occasionally edit an Instagram post, okay?
Hey, let's take a caller.
He doesn't agree.
Hello.
He doesn't agree. What on earth?
Connor. Hello, Connor. How are
Connor,
you?
let's go. Come on.
Hello, Connor. Please.
Is Connor
please
there?
work for me?
I don't think
Yeah,
Connor's
Hey
there.
guys, I sadly didn't get time to make anything this month, but I have something else. I have a friend who works at a high-end restaurant in London, and she actually witnessed a couple breaking up. She actually managed to record some of the argument, and it's actually incredible because there is a strong link to Doctor Who. And when she sent it to me, I was like, I have to show the boys. So enjoy this one, and I'll catch you guys next month.
I want you to go. You can! Me and you, it's not going to work out. You've only been here 3 days. It'd be the 3 weirdest days of my life.
What is a coincidence but a form of accident?
Rosa, please.
Two things bumping together unexpectedly. Like you and me.
Please, I need something. I am rubbish at this.
Time travelers are great. Like the best. Like, wow.
And everybody loves you, and you're better at football than me, and my job.
Excuse me.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch. I am learning the vocabulary of rope.
Has anyone ever told you that you're a bit weird?
He always ends it with the Capaldi no. That's like That's like, like in a little Nas X song, we hear like day check, take it to 10 at the start of a song. You always have a no at the end of a Connor voice message every time.
Like a producer tag.
Yeah, it's his powered by Riverside.
Wow. I
You know
can't
what?
believe it.
Nothing else other than
Yeah. That's what Connor.
Connor. I'm officially giving you, and this is the first ever one in Who's Their history. I'm giving you the Who's Their 1 minute license. I'm increasing your audio cap so you can now do up to 1 minute with no shame. Because I'm not kidding you. These calls give me life. They give me life. They're so good.
The Who's Their 1 minute license.
Are you agree?
So
Are you in
funny.
agreement, Crispy?
Yeah, they're funny. Yeah,
There you
they're
go.
funny. For
You get
me.
the
They
1
make
minute
me laugh.
license. I mean,
They
we're
give me
seeing
the
Chris
giggles.
Pro. Hang on.
Chris Nepro?
I just saw your knee.
Oh.
It's Chris Pro. Oh.
Can you?
I can't believe you're not wearing shorts.
Yeah, I know. It's cold. I'm wearing a jumper today.
Oh.
The sun wasn't even up when we started recording.
So you can't see any sun for, I don't know, about the next 73 yards.
I can't see my son for the next 73 years after that court case.
What court case?
Shall we take another caller?
We've got one more. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because then we have to talk about Moffat specifically, about what we want from... Well, we've talked a bit about him.
Chris.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm getting cut off by our callers now. Do you know what? Maybe I should just go. No, I should go.
No.
I should go.
No, stay here.
should go.
DW14. No, okay. Troy's gone. All right, DW14 has sent us the final caller of today. Let's have a little listen.
Hello, Crispy and Troy Berculosis. My question today is, with the finale, do you think there will be a new villain or a returning villain? Maybe not from what we've already seen in the modern era. Maybe we might have a returning villain from the classic era, like the Vervoids or something like that. So, which one would you like back, and if so, what alien would you like to see?
Great question.
We are not
Fantastic
making
question.
Troy Berculosis a running bit. I am calling that right now.
Troy Berculosis!
I will mute that word in the live chat. I will delete any callers who say that. Don't you dare.
Troy Berculosis!
Don't
That's
you
so good.
dare.
Oh
I had to
my
message
God.
Saris and tell him he was a not epic gamer for saying that. I didn't really. I said I hated him,
Wow.
but said I was joking.
Wow.
I do not appreciate that, and you can knock that off right now. Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Don't
God.
listen. Hey, live chat. Look, you watch it. I'm seeing you all saying it. All right, you watch it. I mean, no one spelt it right yet, but it is quite funny watching everyone try to spell tuberculosis.
Me when I don't spell Troy Berculosis.
There you go,
right.
Kate Riley. Well done. You first one to get it right.
Oi.
Okay. Anyway, although I will give you fair play to you. That is a really good question. And I can absolutely see Russell being like, hey, returning villain, but it's not one you've seen in ages. What about the Rani? I'll be that guy, but, Russell T Davies, in two of his runs, in two of his series in his first era, had a 2-part finale that was preceded by an episode that led into it. Series 3, you could honestly say was a 3-parter. I'd let you get away maybe with Turn Left, because that's kind of like a Wild Blue Yonder, where it kind of out of nowhere goes, here's what's coming in the next 2 episodes. But,
Yeah.
I did say to you a little while ago, Crispy, and I'm not the only one who said this. I wouldn't even begin to lay claim to it if I could. I absolutely would. But I did think it was possible for the Duchess to be the Rani. So what
We
if...
did think that the Duchess was going to be a larger role, didn't we?
Well, Rogue's right before the 2-part finale. So if they did want to pull the rug under our feet and be like, it's the Rani, and then straight into the 2-part finale... Boom. I see Grace in the live chat saying Rani can't happen, but I like your vision. I don't know why it couldn't be the Rani, but it's Doctor Who. If the Master can die in 50 different ways and then come back, then they could do it with the Rani. Who cares?
Hang
Magic.
on. Wait. Hang on a second. So you want the Rani in there, and...
Not
if
that I
we
want,
if we-
just a prediction.
Okay. Well, let's just imagine for a second that the Rani is in there.
She's Ruby's
If
mom.
If you rearrange the words... If you rearrange the word rogue and all the letters, it actually does spell out Rani. What do you
have
think
faith
about that?
you were going to offer a really insightful analysis there. And then when you went rearrange, I went, he's going to say it rearranges to Rani, isn't he?
Yeah.
I clocked it and went, oh no. Oh no.
Oh, we have fun. We have fun.
Oh, okay.
Sure, why not?
Mr. Scarlo in the chat says, I doubt the Rani will return. The initial creators have died, and we don't know what happened with their estate and who now owns the rights to the Rani.
Oh.
Well, it could be...
that's-
Well, just because we don't
that's
know
news.
doesn't mean that behind the scenes Russell didn't know, or maybe looked into it to figure out, if that's the case. Look, I'm not like a #1 Rani campaigner. I've literally seen part 1 of Time on the Rani. I know jack about her, but I'm just thinking it could be an interesting theory for like a returning villain.
Bring back the Crotons. That's what I say.
No.
Give me the Crotons.
No.
They're iconic.
No.
They got spinny heads.
No.
Give me the Crotons.
No. If you
Thank
don't
you.
get the reference, Crispy watched Old Doctor Who again the other week, and the Crotons was an episode that he watched, and everyone went, why did you watch that? And it was because one person in his comment section said it, and that is why, as I said earlier, it only takes a minority, one person, to make a change in society, and that one person ruins that section of Crispy's video. No.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true, in fairness, but I didn't want to be that person.
What an episode.
Mm.
Okay, well, that's cool. Great question. Great question.
And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for listening now. So,
Bye, guys.
Crispy, specifically, what else have you got to add from not only the new trailer, but also Stephen Moffat? We need to wrap up both of these. We've got things to say about them, right? We've got things to talk about. What do you hope from Moffat? Let's get your thoughts on Moffat. What do you,
Well,
as a man, as a family man, what do you think of Stephen Moffat?
I'm excited that it's not part of a larger story. I'm excited that it's not co-written. It's just going to be like absolutely crazy Moffat writing, and it will be... I want Moffat to deliver on the humor, but I also want Moffat to deliver on the high stakes of the episode, because I feel like that's something Moffat does quite well. Is he's very good at making it quite lighthearted, but at the end of it, you're like, oh my gosh, I really hope that everything works out here. Or like there'll be some kind of clever resolution at the end of the episode that make you go, oh my god, how did I not think of something like that? You know, for example, Blink. One of the most satisfying bits of that is when you think the Doctor's leaving Sally Sparrow behind, but he's actually making it so that the angels are all looking at each other. That's so Moffat.
Yeah.
That is so unbelievably Moffat, and I feel like we're going to get that kind of thing with this episode. I'm assuming that the boom is the landmine episode where Shooty's wearing that leather jacket. So if Shooty is just stood on a landmine the whole time, maybe that will restrict the performance, but maybe it will make us focus more on Shooty's performance, and it will be more of a dialogue piece rather than an action-heavy episode, which I'm all right with. Or maybe more Ruby heavy. Maybe Ruby is the one that has to kind of solve this problem for the Doctor because the Doctor can't move. That's fun.
Do you think we'll get a Doctor Light episode? Do you think that's too bold to assume?
I don't think that's too bold to assume. The Legend of Ruby Sunday sounds like it's going to have quite the focus on her. It might not be Ruby solo adventure, but it might have way more of a focus. But maybe I don't know.
True, and it could tie into what I said last week with you and Tharies about how we might have that narrative device where you jump back and see. There must be a term for it. Someone must know. So there's got to be some film nerd out there more than I am with my blooming terms.
There is a term,
stuff, but where they they don't show you the whole scene, then later on in the story they cut back to it and be like, here's the bit we didn't show you.
Yeah, there is a term. It's called retroscoping.
Is that actually what it's called?
Yeah.
Look at this man. He knows his things. Is it actually?
I just made that up.
I hate you. That actually could be the term. That's a really good term for it. If it's not, I like that.
I was trying to. Have you ever played that Jackbox game where you have to make up like
Quiplash.
names for? Yeah, I'm a beast at that. I am a beast boss at that.
It's great.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I just like Jackbox.
Anyway.
Jackbox is fun.
It is.
Not
We should do it
flashback,
sometime.
because flashback goes back in time to something that's set in context. And I don't think it's quite the same thing. It's not foreshadowing because that teases something that's going to happen later, and it could be a cutback, I suppose. That's
maybe a cutback.
yeah, big
cutback
lock.
reveal.
That's quite close. I think that could be it.
Let's just call it a cutback reveal.
Cut back to reality and watch your profanity.
Oh no, Jack. The term's actually called Wedding of River Song. That's what it's called. Whenever a TV show or a movie does that, it's called, they're doing a Wedding of River Song.
And if they were doing a Wedding of River Song, it'd be a story that makes very little sense, jumbles around the place, and confuses the average viewer.
But some funny moments.
Like what?
Oh, the bit on the train's pretty good.
Okay, I'll give you that. Jeremy Duncan
Cool.
wants to know when's going to be a Who's There Jackbox stream.
Yeah, if can we make like any of the Jackbox games like Doctor Who related? Because that could be a fun stream. I think there is like a version of Quiplash or something where you're the one that makes all the questions, all the prompts.
Well,
So
I will look
we
into
could,
it.
yeah.
I will look into it. Chekhov's
Could be
gun's
fun.
what I found online. No, Chekhov's gun's not quite the same thing. That's the theory that if you set up something important to the plot in the first act, it then has to be used in the third act.
Yeah.
So that's not quite it.
when we finish this podcast, Troy will actually put on his dressing gown that's been dangling in the background.
Ah,
for
see.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't in the episode. They haven't heard that. That was in the intro for the live stream. But yeah, my door is open because my room's really hot, and you can see a dressing gown just draped over a Last of Us Part 2 poster. Actually, quite topical with the tattoo. I really have to admit, I really like seeing this on the camera. It's only temporary, but I love it.
Yeah.
Once again. Although
Cool.
everyone I saw at the convention this weekend was like, "Oh wow, I love your tattoo. Is that new?" And I went, "No, it's temporary." Not a single person guessed that it was temporary, which is like a huge compliment. So, shout out
It does
Aluna
look very
Creates.
real.
Shout out to Aluna Creates on Twitter and Instagram because it's her store that I got it from, and it's been her.
What if it is
every
real?
time. Maybe one day it will be.
Oh, damn.
I'm considering it. I'm considering it. It looks good. Do you not think, Crispy? Do you not think it looks good?
Oh, we don't have any more callers.
We don't have
Dang
any
it.
more callers. We don't. We've run out. We fell off.
Oh, we fell off.
We
Plus
fell
L,
off.
plus ratio.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. Let's get a last moment and let's involve the live chat in this episode. Everyone, I want your favourite episode title from season 1 in the chat.
please.
Let's see what the most common one is. As a reminder, we have... Oh, go on, Crispy.
You go. No, you go. You go.
Oh, it's my memory game. I'm trying to do it off the top of my head. We have Space Babies, The Devil's Cord, Boom, 73 Yards, Dot and Bubble, Rogue, Legend of Ruby Sunday, and Empire of Death. Boom, there you go. I've got them all nailed.
Oh my gosh. Well done.
The ADHD really
Well-
kicking in there, baby.
Wow. So while everyone's giving us their favorite episode titles, Troy, how do you feel about Moff being back?
I really can't wait. I mean, there's an argument to be said that his best moments were when he wasn't the showrunner, and I don't mean that against his era. I love his era. Like, I think what he wrote was fantastic, but you look at the 6 episodes he penned in Russell's era, and they were all 10 out of 10s. I think you can make a case for. You know, we got Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, Girl in the Fireplace, Blink, Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. They are all almost completely perfect episodes. And so to have an episode potentially of that caliber snuck into a new season, I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled by that idea, and I cannot wait. And I really hope it's as good as it could be in my head.
That's good.
There you go.
I'm excited.
Crispy is
I'm
now
very,
typing,
very
so while he does that, I'm going to read out... Oh, he's put Space Troy in the chat. The Devil's Troy. Are you really making every episode my name? Are you really doing that? No, go on, stick to it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
I was trying to remember all the...
73 Troys. 73 Troys. Go on and keep going.
73 Troys.
And then Dot and Bubble.
Troy and Bubble.
Okay, and then Rogue.
Troy.
And then The Legend of Ruby Sunday.
The Legend of Troy Sunday.
Troy Red Arch Alive. And then Empire of Death.
Empire of Troy.
Okay, so we have Space Troys, The Devil's Troy, 73 Troys, Troy and Bubble, Troy, The Legend of Troy Sunday, and Empire of Troy. Do you know when you say a word too many times out loud and then it starts to sound weird? You've done that to my name now, so cheers for that, Jeff.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, man.
So what's everyone saying?
So let's scroll back up. I like Josh YouTube saying Orphan 52 and then Orphan 57 or something, 56, but you're wrong. I'm seeing Empire of Death, Legend of Ruby Sunday, 73 Yards, Devil's Cut. I'll be honest, there's a good pattern here of different episodes. I think Empire of Death might slightly be winning though, from the look of it.
Yeah,
Which doesn't surprise me.
Seems
I really
to
I
be.
like those. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a banging finale.
I do.
I really hope it pays off.
You know what I think? I think it's going to be a banging season.
It'll be alright.
Okay, well, either way. Well, thank you all very much for listening to episode 102 of Who's There, Doc 2 podcast.
Wow. I can't believe
numbers.
it.
The numbers, man. Crazy. It's crazy. No, we don't have a poll time, Beast Boss. We haven't got a poll. Although, Crispy, how should we do a poll for the episode titles? Because we can only have up to 4 options on YouTube. So how would we... It might be 5 options, but that would make it even more awkward. So I don't really know what I'd do there.
Who's your favourite Doctor Who writer for this
That's
season?
Good question. That's a good question.
We'll have to think about
there are
that.
4
We can't
options
have all
for
this dead
season.
air.
There are 4 options this season: Rusty Davies, Stephen Moffat, Kate Herron, or Bryony Redman. There you go. Job done.
2 are in the same episode.
Yeah, one of them is in 6 of them.
Yeah.
We'll do like favorite episode titles, part 1 and then part 2, and then whichever one wins out of the both of them, we can have a face off between the 2.
We can have a royale.
Although I do feel like Ruby Sunday, Legend of Ruby Sunday, and Empire Death are going to be the 2 most popular, and they'll be in the second poll.
They're in the latter.
Do you know what I could do? I can make a poll of episodes 1, 3, 5, and 7, and then 2, 4, 6, and 8, and then Legend of Ruby Sunday and Empire of Death are split up. See if they both win.
Yep.
There you go. We'll keep an eye out in the community tab for those polls, and I'll try and do them quite close together. So vote for them when you see them, and I'll see if we can pop them into the next recording session whenever we record that.
Absolutely, Brill.
But for the meantime, next thing you hear from us is the next episode watch along. Because I've just realised, Crispy, you sent me that file and I didn't put it on Patreon. I'm very, very sorry. It's a busy week.
I thought so.
I had a lot of things going on.
I thought that might be the case.
Sure. If you think so, next time, just give me a kick up the arse, mate. But I will, yeah. Patrons, I'll stop them on right now, right before the turn of the month. So we watched Midnight together.
You can post it at midnight.
I'll post it at midnight going into April. That's a good idea. Yeah, there you go. We watched Midnight. It was a really good watch along. We had a nice little chat. You know, we talked about some fun things in the middle of it. We did watch the episode for most of the time, but you know, we do get distracted sometimes. It's a fun time. So go and check out the Patreon. Again, patreon.com/who's there DW, and you can subscribe to get episode watch-alongs. Check the tier information for which ones you want to sign up for. We would greatly appreciate you all being there. No, it's not an April Fool's. We did record it, and I genuinely forgot. I mean, if you want me to be serious for a second, I had a funeral and then I was away for a convention, so I just did not remember to upload it. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything malicious. Crispy sent me the link, and I went, "There it is." Downloaded it, and just didn't upload it to Patreon. So I'm so sorry, but I will get it up at the turn of midnight. That's a really fun idea. So in an hour and 15. Anyway, we're still on the Spotify folks right now, and the audio folks. So you all heard that. How you doing, Apple Podcast listeners? Hope you enjoy the video version.
Oh,
he got it in there. He got it in.
Oh.
And shout out to my mum, who I can see has now popped up in the chat and suggests that Crispy Empire was the best episode title.
Yeah, that Crispy Empire is gonna be.
I like that.
Fantastic.
I like that.
Fantastic episode.
But we're gonna end it there. So Crispy, have you got any closing comments?
Boom.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you all next week where we talk about a topic. We have decided it, but I can't remember what it is. So I'm sure it'll have a big impact on us. There's your little hint. But thank you very much for hanging out. Much appreciated. And we'll see you all very soon. Keep an eye out later this week for the announcement for that call-in, because again, that's something else I forgot to do. I will put that out tomorrow, Crispy, and then we'll record later in the week. So when you see that, call in soon, because there might not be a long turnaround on that one. But thanks all for watching. We'll see you all next time in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye from Crispy. Bye. And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye, and see you all next week. Alon Z, baby.
Alon Z.
Oh. I can hear my mum listening to that downstairs. I heard it go high-pitched and heard my mum laugh. Wait, hang on. And there she is laughing at me saying that. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That's the end of it. There you go. My mum gets a shout out at the end of the episode. Amazing.
Fantastic.
Is she shouting me now? I think she might have been. I don't know. But there you go. That was a good episode, everyone. Thank you all for hanging out. That was really good.
Brill.
It was really, really good. Epic.
I think I just heard my girlfriend slam the door.
What? Because you Yeah, I mean, where the poor.
Aye.
Oh no, is she okay?
I'll have
Is
to
she?
apologise.
Hang on, are you off work today because of Easter?
Yes.
Hang on, I've just realised. So you got up at 6:40 a.m. or 6:20 a.m. to do this podcast, and it's Easter.
I could have just slept in.
Are you gonna go back to bed now?
Yeah.
Right. Go to sleep. I will sign off with the folks like I always do. I'll have a quick little chat to them. You go and get some Zeds. Much love, buddy.
You.
Just slip me the Riverside link before you go to bed, please, just so I can get the editing put together. But yeah, much love, man.
All right.
And I'll see you later in the week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I probably can't leave now.
You can.
I
Why
can't
not?
leave. Oh, it just says trying to reconnect.
Well, I mean, I could just do this and close my Google Chrome tab. Should I do that? Oh, I think he might have gone. There you go. He's gone. He's gone, folks. He's gone. Well, there you go, everyone. I don't have the live chat set up. Am I going to bother to set that up real quick? Is it worth it? Am I going to be here for long enough? I don't know. Do I want to tolerate you guys for any longer than 2 minutes? I just don't know if I have the strength for it. I will. Hang on. There you go. There's the live chat. There it is. I like how I made a bit that I was trying to do my Instagram post, and I haven't finished it. But actually, I could post it right now and be like, hey guys, why don't you go and give it a like, because I'm desperate for attention on social media. Please help me. That was a good episode. So yes, patrons, I will get that watch-along out very, very soon. Trailer watch-along, well, I mean, we had that in the episode, didn't we? We had that in the podcast. That was really cool. The chat is bullying me. What do you mean they're bullying you, Grace? What are they saying? People saying you're always visible. Oh, yeah, because today's Trans Day of Visibility, right? Yeah, happy Trans Day of Visibility to all the trans folks in the chat. You're all very epic people. What do you think now Boom is confirmed that Joy to the World is pretty much confirmed? What do you mean, Joy to the World? I don't know what you mean. You have to remember, as I said, Sarah, I've not been following all of the leaks. I've kind of slipped out of a lot of them, and I'm kind of glad for that. So if whatever that is a spoiler, then don't tell me. I'm guessing that's probably the leaked title of the Christmas special. If so, fire. I like it. What do you think of the Jonathan Groff playing Captain Jack theory? Not true. I just don't see it. I think if you're bringing back Captain Jack, you bring back John Barrowman. I don't see them bringing back John Barrowman. If they do, fine. But I don't see them doing it, and I feel like it'd be too strange of a thing, especially because there was so long without Captain Jack, and then they went to the effort to bring him back in Series 12. God, Russell, you really do fry my brain with series seasons now. They went all that time with that and then brought him back, same actor. I just don't see it. In a DWM from last year, RTD said he was getting scripts from 4 different people, so there's more guest writers in Series 15. Stephen Moffat, Mark Gatiss, Chris Chibnall, and another Kate Herron. There you go, confirmed. I'm staying away from anything non-official too. Yeah, I don't blame you, Bonnie Cockapoo's mom. It's like I said at the start of the episode, I'm really enjoying for most of the stuff in the trailer, I couldn't really guess what episode it was going to be a part of instantly. And I really like that. You ever going to play those calls about broadcast times? What calls about broadcast times? Probably not. Did you see my theory of Timothy Drake in the Discord? I think I nailed it on the head, I can't lie. I don't know what theory that is. Do you mean Tim Drake, one of the alter egos of Robin from DC Comics? I doubt that is what you mean. Feel free to put a brief version in the chat if you want. I wouldn't mind having a quick read. Bryony Redmond worked on sex education in some capacity. Oh, so she might have some experience writing for Shooty. That's cool. Different characters, but she might understand Shooty's performances and dialogue quite well. That could come across very well for that episode. That's a really cool idea. I think they filmed Dot and Bubble first, because I think it was said in an interview Shooty's first thing he did was a crucial scene in episode 5. Ooh. Intriguing. That could be a really cool idea. What did I say to Matt Smith film first? It was Time of Angels, right? That had a couple of cool scenes in that were big for him, but yeah, I like the idea. Well, he has filmed with The Giggle. He had a bit more. He's got a bit more to play with than most Doctors going into their first seasons. So there is that. Yeah, intriguing. It was an official thing. Moffat said in an interview, Boom and Joy to the World while talking about Doctor Who, and then got confirmed a week later to be back, and now Boom is confirmed. Ah, okay. Well, because, yeah, wasn't the original rumour that Moffat was writing the Christmas special for 2024 or 5? 4, I think. 4, right? Or was it 5? I don't know. It was rumoured, the original rumour was that he was writing the Christmas special, and then it got announced he was writing a season 1 episode. That doesn't necessarily devalue the leak about the Christmas special. That could also be true, and they've not confirmed it. And if that's the case, then he could have written a Christmas special, and it could be called Joy to the World. In which case, absolutely. Moffat has written both the best, one of the best, Voyage of the Damned, love it over here, but one of the best, Christmas Carol, and also one of the worst, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe Christmas specials in the show. So, you never know what you're going to get from a Moffat Christmas special, but hopefully it'll be a good one. In the reveal of The Devil's Chord, the name Timothy Drake was on the call sheet document. Apart from Robin, Tim Drake was a composer who made an album about controlling sounds of space and time. Ooh, that does sound very interesting then. Could play a part. Was he alive around the time at the time of the Beatles in the 60s? They could always go further back in time if need be. Episodes have done that. So, who knows? Here at them back to back. Yeah, you could have written both episodes back to back. Yeah, true. It was rumored that he was writing this Christmas episode, but Russell said in late 2022 in DWM that he was writing the 2024 Christmas special. So I don't believe Moffat is writing for Christmas. True, he did say that. Very true. So maybe he's written the 2025 one? They are really ahead. They're filming the second season at the minute. It's not entirely impossible that they'll film the Christmas special at the back end of that season, and then Shooty's just done for a couple of years. So it could be that Moffat has written that, and that's him teasing an episode a year and a half away. I wouldn't put it past them at this point. They've been so on point with the marketing and the teasers for the last couple of months, just since Russell's come back, really, and really got into full swing, that I honestly would not put that past them to be like a tease that far ahead. I would not be surprised in the slightest. Doctor the Wind in the Wardrobe is awful. It has Alexander Armstrong, so that's a bit of a W for it, but there's not enough of him. Not Doctor Who related, but what's your opinion on the Amy Winehouse Back to Black biopic? Wow, that's an out of left field thing. Very excited for it. The trailer alone in the cinema made me cry, so I know that film is going to destroy me. My mum and I were both big fans of Amy, especially me as a kid when she died. I was not okay. I was not okay. So I'm sure that film's going to be heartbreaking. I'm really looking forward to it. Moffat had some really high highs, but some pretty low lows. I agree with Troy, though, that Moffat is better as an individual story writer over showrunner. You see, even saying that feels like a really dramatic statement. I don't know if I believe that firmly. Because, you look at Series 5, and that's such a fantastically written season right the way through, and the plot arc is brilliant. But then you also have stuff like The Doctor Within the Wardrobe. The Wedding River Song is a very choppy finale to a season. Season 6's plot arc, while quite clever and a bit too clever for its own good, is pretty good throughout. If a bit complicated to the average viewer, as I've said. But, yeah, I don't know. But there definitely is a thing to say. Here's a better way of answering it. He's more reliable as a consistent writer when he's not the showrunner. I think that's probably a better way to say it. So when he hasn't got the pressure of the overall story arc, he can let his brain really fly into a particular concept and run with it. Which is why he didn't make a single bad episode before he was showrunner. So that could be really good. Yeah, be really, really good. Russell said he was writing Christmas special at Christmas. He didn't say which one. Okay, so it could be either then. So we know nothing more than we did before. My three favourite Moffat stories are his own era, The Snowman, Heaven Sent, Season 10 finale. But he was more consistent in Russell T Davies' era. That's true. I'll give you that. Thoughts on them bringing back Rose Noble this season, assuming the Doctor says give me the loving to her. I'm perfectly fine with seeing Yasmin Finney back. I'm interested to see what they do with her. I hope that it's not just, she's here, say hi, gone. I'm assuming she will play a proper part in an episode. If so, I want to see her get more to do. I don't feel like if they made this character of Donna's daughter, and she had a bit of a part to play in the Star Beast, but then wasn't really. I don't know. They could have done more with her, is my point, and I hope that they kind of maximise on that with her appearing in the next season and see what else Yasmin Finney can do. Get her chops around something a bit more in depth, hopefully, rather than just talking to them even being like, who are they? Monsters in that clip we all saw 20 million times. Okay, I'll pick out 3 more things, and then I'm going to put this Instagram post up, and you've all got to like it. If you don't like it, then none of us are friends anymore. No. So I'm going to pick 3 more things out, not counting Cameron Smith, because he already put his in here, so I'm going to read that. 3 more after Cameron's. I'm not a fan of Russell writing all episodes barring 2. It feels really restrictive. I do agree with that. But as I said, it's a problem that you get when the season is as short as it is. I don't dislike that he's writing 6 episodes. I dislike that he's writing 6 out of 8 episodes, if that makes sense. It feels like the right amount for a showrunner, but the season's so short that you then feel it more impacted. I don't know. I'm of 2 minds about it. I think it's tough. I think the biggest problem there is there aren't enough episodes rather than Russell is writing too many. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't think it's bad that he's writing 6 of the episodes, because you want there to be Russell's flair across a lot of the season. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Okay, 3 questions. Let's pick out some. Big Lock 05, let's go with yours first. I reckon we might get mention of the 14th Doctor from her, I guess you mean Rose, Yasmin Finney. 15 might ask her, how's your Doctor doing? Ooh, well, look, it's gonna get more interesting as time goes by. I've said this already. My prediction is if we see the 14th Doctor in season 1, as I've said, that's gonna open a door to a spin-off, right? If they mention the 14th Doctor, that might be their way of just accounting for him and then him not showing up again. If they don't mention him, I'm sorry. The fact that David Tennant's head was floating in the season 1 trailer, it just makes my brain go, woo, he's going to come back. And again, I don't know how I feel about it. Man. I just don't. Because I love David Tennant to bits, but I worry that if he's in too much of it, he's going to undermine Shooty, and I don't want that. It's why I said, I know I'm like the biggest campaigner for David Tennant to get his own spin-off of the 14th Doctor. I realise that. I'm like the champion of that camp. But I did say from the start, I don't want there to be any hints of it until Shooty's at least had a full season out the door. It would be incredibly unfair to him, in my personal opinion. David Tennant's face is in the 11th hour. Yeah, it's part of a montage. There was no evidence in that trailer bit where his head was there. That was part of a montage. It was a clip of his head from the next Doctor. It was him as the 10th Doctor, so I'm intrigued about that. But it just feels like a really weird left thing to put in there, you know? It could just be Disney, because it was a Disney Plus trailer. It could be Disney going, hey, people in America know of Doctor Who probably because of David Tennant or Matt Smith. Put David Tennant in there. Put his face in there. People will recognise it and be like, I'll watch this program. Could be that. I don't know. But again, so I need to make this clear for the record. I am not campaigning for David Tennant to be in it. I want him to get his own spin-off of the 14th Doctor, but I do want Shooty to have his own time to shine. So don't mistake me. I am not the average, like, I stopped watching Doctor Who in 2010 person. Please put David Tennant in every piece of media in existence for Doctor Who guy. That's not me. I think that's obvious, but I need to make that clear. Which is, I love the guy, and I will never forget him eating a cake with my face on. I would love him to be in everything, but every Doctor needs their time to shine. Even David Tennant would agree with that. Let's be fair here. 8th Doctor spin-off needs to happen first. I would really love that. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be honest with you. The more that time passes and the less we hear about it, I don't see it. Paul McGann's not getting any younger, bless his heart. I love that man to bits, but if they're going to do it, they've got to do it sooner rather than later. The man can still pull off the outfit, but I don't know how much longer that'll be true. They need to make it happen. They need to make it happen, but I just don't see it happening at this point. I don't know. I'd love to be proven wrong. I really would. But genuinely, if you put a gun to my head right now and said which one is the BBC more likely planning, 8th or 14th Doctor spin-off, I would say 14th Doctor. I'd say it before the gun was even properly in line with my head. Honestly. So. Right. One more comment. One more. Dr. Master, Ella, do you think the bi-generation will be permanent or will they join together again? Everyone seems to be making this assumption, or maybe Rusty Davies said it or something, that eventually the 14th Doctor, when he regenerates, will just disappear or become 15 again, or like rebond with him. I don't know where that was said. There seems to be a common theory. I don't really know what's going to happen. And I kind of don't think it needs to be answered. Unless it happens in an actual story beat and we see where it goes from there. I don't know, but I'm just intrigued to see where it goes. I enjoy not having all the answers sometimes. I enjoy not having all the answers. So I will just surrender to the story and figure out where that one's going. So there we go. Oh, one little actually said, did you save the slice with David's face on when you were a kid? I did not. I don't know what happened to that. We might have eaten it in the end, to be fair. I refused to eat David Tennant's face. Maybe my mum did. Maybe she ate that piece of the cake. I'm guessing that's most likely what happened. Mum, if you are still watching, just shout up yes if that's what happened. She said no. So, well what happened to it then? We threw it away? What? We threw it away? We were that dead set on not eating his face that we threw it away. There you go. There's some little bit of lore for you. She's gone to bed. She's not. She's off work tomorrow. I wish I could say I was too, but I accepted some tutoring lessons tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. because I'm an idiot, but I need the money. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap up. So, thank you all very much. Oh, she's come. Are you coming up the stairs? What are you? Hello? Did you all hear that? That might have picked up on the mic. It wasn't just his head, it was his entire body that we threw away. Why? Were we stupid? Maybe. Oh, there you go. They can hear you. They can hear you. We went into cannibalism. As if. Yeah, we're not cannibals. That's very true. Right, well, you have tutoring tomorrow? Yes, I do, Tony. Literally, I had a couple of meetings with parents and we're like booking in lessons. And I was like, how about Monday? They went, that's Easter. Are you teaching on Easter? And I was like, I already have a couple lessons then, so why not? I mean, to me, it's not really any different. I always work from home anyway. So it's just another day to me. I'm not that bothered by it. I had 2 today, man. Listen, I might look like I got a lot of money. I ain't, man. If anyone needs tutoring in this chat, please do let me know. Please do let me know. Who wants tutoring lessons on Easter? I will say, one of the 4 I have is booked through a school. There's no way that lesson is happening. That kid is not turning up. The school's just clearly misaligned one of the bookings and booked it on Easter Monday and not realised. So I will at least have one of those off and still get paid. Gamer. But there you go. What age do you teach? Between 11 and 16. Mostly maths, sometimes a bit of chemistry. Anyway, folks, I'm going to put this post up. It's a bit late, but I'm going to do it anyway because I wanted it to be up this weekend. So please go over to my Instagram at RedArcherLive and go give it a like. It's going to go up any minute now. I need you to boost my ego, folks. Okay, I'm desperate. But yeah, much love. Do you do GCSEs or just high level? GCSEs mainly, Ella. GCSEs, yeah. But yes, thank you all for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. We'll be back. So it'll be a week on Tuesday with the next episode on YouTube. Make sure you can hang out in the Discord server. If you haven't already joined it, I'll get a link for you real quick. I know Tony normally does this, but I'm already on the Discord server, Tony, so don't worry about rushing to do it. Tony's probably sat there thinking I wasn't going to rush.
Ding.
That's a ping.
Is a machine that goes ding.
What's the ping for? EDW just subscribed. Thank you very much. And you're apparently new in the chat as well, I see. Thank you for subscribing. There's a link to the official Who's There Discord server. Feel free to go and join that if you want. I do promote my own one because if people do want to hang out and talk to me more directly, I am more frequent in my own server. Please do feel free to join both. Although, bear in mind, I do occasionally say some swears in my server. I know. Oh, I know. Oh, he swears. You wouldn't believe it. You watch my Twitch streams. That won't come as a shock to you. But yeah, much love to all of you. I really appreciate you all being here. And I like chatting to you guys for these live episodes. It's good fun. Maybe at some point I'll ask Crispy if he wouldn't mind the occasional. I've noticed Connor from 50% started doing solo streams. So maybe I'll occasionally do one or two on here. I'll ask Crispy about it. Could be good for extra content on here. But thank you all for hanging out. I much appreciate you all being here. Lots and lots and lots of love. Please do go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/DW if you want to support us at all and you're able to afford to do so. But yeah, love you all. Much love. And I'll see you all very, very soon. A week on Tuesday for the next episode. Or if you're in my community, I think I'll be live tomorrow on Twitch. Twitch.tv/RedArcherLive. So come hang out for that. I have no idea what we're going to do. Maybe a little retro PS2 game. I don't know. Be some fun times. Thank you all. Much love. And see you all soon. Outro screen is coming on now. He's going. Oh, I bet you're all going to miss me so much. Not really, are you? Much love.